Robin.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Hello. How's everybody?
We're good, man. We're good, right? Everyone's good?
Yes.
I was going to talk about the Bruins, but I think all the Bruins people are sleeping right now.
Sleeping it off is what they're doing, sleeping it off.
I think they had a late night celebrating the Stanley Cup thing there.
Yeah. Boston's had a pretty good decade. Pretty good decade of sports. A lot of championships.
What do they got? They got.
What do they got there? They did
a little baseball.
They got some of them Red Sox. They got them Patriots.
They did a little football, and now they got the first Stanley Cup since 1972 for Boston.
What about Celtics? Yeah, I think they got them all within the last 10 years.
Wow, damn.
Yeah, not too shabby. 7 championships since 2002.
Really?
Is what the numbers I'm looking at are.
And we had no championships when we were up there.
None.
I don't think we had any, right?
None championships.
For the Boston people, what? We were up there 95 to 98. That's it.
We
Seemed like we were there longer.
We were a scourge on their sports.
I guess so, but... Yeah, Kevin from Connecticut. We're here. Oh, go Bruins. Sonny Forelli, go Bruins. Some of the regulars very happy. I
like when the Connecticut people jump on the bandwagon, though. Shut up. It's not your team. Shut up. Your Whalers are gone. So,
well, no, that's the whole New England thing.
Yeah,
that the Patriots started. So the Patriots started the New England thing, so everyone else thinks, their hockey team's a New England thing, too.
Red Sox.
Red Sox. They call it Red Sox Nation.
It's New England.
You can't have a Red Sox Nation with one state.
That's what I was ragging on, too. Kevin from Connecticut. He's like, I was born in Boston, fucko. Whoa, fucko.
Yeah. Well, people move around.
Yes, they do.
I was watching the game last night, and it was 3-0, I think, going into the third period.
Yeah.
And here's my logic. I wanted the Bruins absolutely because we have some ties to Boston. I'm not gonna root for a Canadian team.
No.
I definitely wanted the Bruins, but I didn't have enough passion to stay up through the third period to watch them hoist a cup in Vancouver. You know, if it was in Boston, that would be kind of cool to see.
Yeah.
So my logic is, I might as well go to bed early. So I didn't see the third period.
You missed the riots, which were the big story for me, anyway.
Well, Vancouver loves to riot.
Wow.
Why is that? Because it's supposed to be a pretty nice city. The city's so nice that the United States is going to take that eventually.
Well, the Rangers fucked them
in 94,
and they rioted and ripped their place apart there. And then all the headlines were, police say no repeat of 94 riots. And I think they were right. I think these were worse. So it's some crazy shit.
Can someone explain what that's about? Because it seems to be a very up-and-up city there.
They wanted to party.
Either way.
They just wanted to burn shit, turn over cars, break windows, grab some shit.
But why?
I saw some mullet-headed guy actually wading through a river with a tub full of Molsons. He was just...
See, it's not just a black thing.
Of course not.
There's black people in this riot, but I think Vancouver's a pretty white city there, sir.
Your Canadian black people, Opie, very different than your American black people. Therein lies the difference. Everybody thinks Canada is the U.S. No, I say. These are hockey hooligans. That's their rioting.
Look at them trying to tip over that truck. Why are you tipping over a truck?
Oh, they're just kids having fun. Opie. Let them blow off some steam.
What are they doing?
Let them just blow off some steam.
I don't really care, to be honest with you. I think every city should riot after their team either wins or loses.
You got to have a riot every so often.
I think
regular riot.
I think it's a lot of fun to watch from a distance. I just tweeted the picture of it. Somebody's saying the girls passed out, but I just tweeted a picture of the riots. Somebody sent me. Who sent it to me? Beetle Daily, I think, something like that.
Beetle Daily.
Yeah, Beetle Daily. Thank you. He sent me a picture where a guy's on top of a girl. Her skirt is hoisted up. It's sort of work-friendly, sort of. It's right on the border, by the way, so I don't know. It's up to you to click on it. And you could see the fires burning all around them as it looks like they might be making love.
Like they're having sex in the middle of a riot?
They're certainly making out
That's hilarious.
There certainly is a little dry humping going on. I'm not sure if there's penetration in this picture, but it's a great, great picture. There it is. There it is.
He's not like laying on her to protect her. They're kissing. Are they kissing?
Yeah, someone said she's...
What a moment.
Someone said she's passed out, but her head's off the ground.
He might have been picking it up off the ground.
Trying to accept the kiss that he's offering.
That's amazing. It's you know what that reminds me of? The wonderful picture from Times Square, Opie.
Yes.
Where the victory over Japan in Times Square.
That's a pretty hot picture, though, isn't it?
It looks like a rape.
I think it's kind of hot.
Kind of looks like a rape with all the riot police around and everything, but
I kind of think it's a hot picture.
Those are crazy ass Canadians.
She's got nice legs, and you can tell she has a nice ass because it's not flattening out because she's laying down. There's still a little curve to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's not pancaking on her.
There's some ass cheeks sticking out, and it looks supple.
Let's say hi.
It's got a pinkish hue.
Jeff in Massachusetts. It's just one of those wonderful pictures that come out every once in a while.
Yes.
What's up, Jeff?
Hey, guys, I don't know if you can bring up the footage of the Boston fans surrounding the police bus, just rocking it back and forth. And I'm pretty sure there was people inside the bus. But sure enough, the Boston cops just got right on top of them, get the hell out of here.
Wait, Boston cops in Boston?
Yeah.
No, because we're talking about the Vancouver riots, so I was... Okay.
Yeah, I guess in Boston there were some unrulies, huh?
But nothing like
nothing
Vancouver.
like that. I guess if they were rocking the bus, they put a stop to it pretty quickly.
Yeah.
They'll fire a beanbag into your eye. You got to watch those Boston fucking cops up there. Wow.
Is Mayor Menino happy with the victory?
Oh, who could tell?
Who could tell?
Who could tell? I'm sure he's going to have, we are going to have a parade, and he's going to be here in Boston. What?
We're still here, sir. We're still here.
Still rolling along.
You didn't knock us down.
Still rolling along.
Well, actually, you knocked us down, and we got right the fuck back up. Hey, JJ, New Hampshire.
JJ!
Morning, boys. How are you?
Now, New Hampshire.
That's
good enough too, right?
That's Bruins territory right there, Opie.
When do you say get the fuck out?
I don't know. Halifax?
Is Maine part of the whole Boston thing as far as...
Maine, definitely.
Really? Why?
Oh, yeah. New England.
Yeah, but the Maine doesn't even come close to being attached to Massachusetts.
Oh, it's amazing.
At least New Hampshire could go, look, we're attached to Massachusetts.
They don't care.
What about Vermont? Vermont's kind of... Really?
Oh, Vermont. Parts of Iceland.
Iceland
actually have adopted all the Boston teams.
So what state gets shut out of the whole Boston Nation thing? California, perfect.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got, JJ?
Morning, boys. Hey, I don't know if you saw, you probably haven't if you went to bed, Gary Bettman, when he came out to give out the MVP and the Stanley Cup, he got booed out of the building. You can almost not even hear him speaking.
Oh, really? Those motherfucking Vancouver fans are just the worst.
Well, Gary Bettman's just...
Still, it's like,
I got to see him getting booed. See, I missed all this. I really should have stayed up. What's wrong with me? I went to the Louie C.K. thing. It was there.
Yeah, it's great.
And then I got home from that, and I just didn't feel like fucking staying up. Finally, the last game of the season, and I don't stay up for the third period. We've had that guy on the show, Stanley Cup guy.
Oh, yeah, look at him.
They showed him during the game. His whole job during the game was to just polish up the Stanley Cup. They just kept going to him, and he's just polishing and polishing.
He's shining it up real nice. Yeah. He's going to turn it sideways and stick it straight up your candy ass. What a dumb photo op, though. Sam just came.
It was just a dumb photo op of him just fucking shining it and shining.
That's right.
With a rag, and he had his special gloves on.
His special, those white gloves, very important for handling the Stanley Cup.
Oh, really?
They handle it like it's a piece of fine china, shining it and stuff. And then before you know it, the players are like puking in it and drinking and pissing and
taking dumps in it, throwing it into pools.
Yeah, don't.
I've heard the stories over the years.
Yeah.
We saw that thing close up. That thing is dented and scratched.
It's dented.
They can polish it all they want, and it's kind of a messy looking trophy.
Yeah.
When you look up close.
Yeah.
Oh, we got the Gary Bettman thing? Yeah, let's hear this.
Stanley.
We're bringing out the Stanley Cup.
They sure do make it look nice, don't they? White glove care has occurred ever since 1994.
Really?
After the Rangers won it, they decided they ought to take a little more care of it. It got banged around a little bit in the celebrating, as has happened sometime since, but they are always looking.
There's Gary Bettman.
First of all, let's congratulate Vancouver on a terrific season. The Boston Bruins.
They don't want to hear that up there.
3-game sevens to get the Stanley Cup. What an incredible playoff run.
They're not yelling Bruins? No.
They're in Vancouver. They would never do that.
And Claude Julien, the city of
Oh, literal
Boston,
Opie.
the Bruins fans, and most importantly, the Bruins players. Great job.
Wow.
Zdeno Chara, it's my honor to present you with the Stanley Cup.
How the hell can you be in the middle of that much
He
hate?
comes forward to receive the cup, and this will undoubtedly be the highest that it's ever been held.
Yeah, that is a tall motherfucker.
Yeah, he's 6'8" or something like that.
Wow.
6'8" before
Holy
the
shit,
skates.
he's a monster.
Yeah.
What a goon.
Yeah, Chara's an animal. We all know that. All right. Yeah, Bettman got
There he
booed
goes.
pretty good.
Hoisting it up. There it is. Holy shit.
Sideways.
Yeah, the guy now the Stanley Cup caretaker guy's probably like, oh shit, he's gonna break it.
Oh man, he got fingerprints all over.
Yeah,
it. I'm gonna have to
shining
polish it up again. Fuck.
Real nice.
I smell it.
You smell it?
Yeah.
Would Char get in trouble if he just slam dunked that thing on the ice?
Oh wow, that would probably be a problem.
Why?
Just the original bowl part just goes flying off into the stands.
But what would actually happen to him?
That'd be horrible. I don't know. He'd probably be reprimanded and fined by
Yeah,
the
but
league.
what a great moment that would be.
Oh, it just you just spike it. Holy shit. I don't know why that's funny, but it is.
That would be a great moment. Or give it back to Bettman, do a little Bad News Bears.
Oh, yeah.
Throw the Stanley Cup back at Bettman. What was the line from Bad News Bears after they did that?
Oh,
Something. Forget it.
yeah.
I'm trying for something
that
else.
one?
Obviously not there. Let me go to Sonny Forelli, right, Sonny?
Oh, hey, 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 hey,
Fucking Sonny. This is Boston, though, right here.
Oh, yeah.
Sonny, how happy are you that the Bruins have won the Stanley Cup for the first time since 1972?
I've been up all fucking night, boys.
Been up all night.
Oh, yeah.
It's been up all night, and
He's been up all night.
Yep.
Oh, man. Holy shit. Thank you, Opie. Thank you, Opie, for not fucking mentioning the Stanley Cup playoffs.
No, I
mean,
did.
You mentioned it a few times, but you really didn't put your sports curse in full effect, and I really thank you for it.
No, I said I wanted the Bruins.
Yeah, no,
I would love
know
to.
you mentioned it, but you didn't really mention it.
I would love to
You
think I
didn't-
got a true sports curse, but I definitely wanted the Bruins the whole time. I can't root for a Canadian team.
No. You can't do
No
that.
offense to Canada. I know we got a lot of fine listeners up there, but, come on.
This is
I think it was the third player that held the cup over his head. A few F-bombs went over the air on NBC National.
Oh, boy.
Are we still concerned with F-bombs?
Not in Canada so much, I bet.
Well, NBC I'm sure is, but relax, NBC. We can handle it now.
Yeah.
And Matt Menino still thinks that the Stanley Cup was won in 1970 instead of 72.
Oh, he said that?
They had him. Yeah, trying to decipher what he was trying to say last night.
Everything 1970.
What a mush-mouth dope.
Oh, he is just an idiot.
How is he still your mayor there, Sonny?
I don't know why the fuck we keep fucking. I don't know. I don't vote for him, but I don't know how he.
Do you realize we left 13 years ago and he's still the mayor?
Still the mayor. And he was the mayor when we got there.
How is that possible?
I don't
They
know.
have different rules up there?
He not only wins, he wins by landslides.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Man, you guys got a corrupt city. Good for you.
Yeah, just fucking get a new
Good for
guy
you,
in there.
man.
You don't want a new guy in there?
We thought New York was corrupt. Good for you.
He's doing such a great job. Is he really?
I see people laughing at him all the time. So how does he win by a landslide unless something's going on that we don't want to talk about?
Yeah.
The last person who tried to run against him was partly Asian, so I mean that's probably
maybe they just keep the.
You don't like the Asians up there in Boston? I forgot.
Well, I mean,
you know what?
Everyone's got their place. So
you know what? No. I know we're going into our little bit that we do, but now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever seen an Asian in the Boston area. Maybe like around the MIT area.
Ain't there Chinatown or something?
Chinatown's kind of tucked away.
Yeah.
They put Chinatown almost on the fucking highway.
That's just it.
They pushed that Chinatown almost on the highway.
All the way off onto the highway.
Yes.
Well, now it's underground, right next to the Big Dig.
What, did they move Chinatown underground?
Underground, because of the Big Dig.
You know how racist that is to the Chinaman?
They buried all the Chinese people. Goddamn Boston.
Wait, is that true?
Yeah, I mean, we go underground now, so we don't have to see them.
Oh, I see what you're saying. The Big Dig moves all the traffic below where Chinatown. The Big Dig pretty much went right through Chinatown. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Or very close. I do remember that. All right, Sonny, anything else for your Bruins?
No, absolutely not. I guess we're going to have the duck boats coming up pretty soon, so yeah.
The duck tours.
Yeah.
The duck tours are coming, and they're going to haul all the hockey players around.
Are you guys having a celebration today, tomorrow? What's the deal up there?
I'm trying to decipher what the mayor was saying. I think we're going to have it either Friday or Saturday.
Nice. All right. Well, congratulations to fucking Boston.
There you go.
Good for you.
Thank you, sir.
Boston takes one.
Yep.
Stanley Cup.
And now finally we have no sports because I don't acknowledge baseball.
Oh, baseball. Come on.
No basketball, no hockey, and possibly no fucking football. This is going to be a long run here without sports.
Well, baseball's a sport. Come on. You met us high, met us far, it is gone. Teixeira. Oh. Texts one. What
happened?
Does he?
A home run call?
Teixeira hit a burner. A real far one. And it's Mark. Yeah. You really hit the mark, Teixeira. That's what he says. You really hit the mark, Teixeira.
I think the Mets are 500 now. I think I know that.
Yeah.
I think I know that.
Finally.
They beat the Braves last night, and I think they're now
Mets.
500. I think.
Poor Mets.
I started chuckling because I'm looking down at our prep sheet. Long Island police officer arrested for allegedly forcing a woman to grope him.
Yes.
I don't know.
Couple beautiful girls.
Gloria Allred would be very mad at me, but I think some of these stories are hilarious.
Hilarious.
What the fuck?
They are really saying this cop didn't do a thing, though. He's got an impeccable record.
A Long Island cop was arrested Wednesday for forcing a woman to grope him in exchange for letting her and her pals out of a traffic ticket. Pulled the car over, carrying 3 women in their early 20s in East Meadow. After performing field sobriety tests on the driver, the police officer allegedly ordered the victim, a passenger, out of the vehicle and over to his patrol car.
Show me how you suck a guy's cock. It's the last time I'm going to ask you.
He commented on what she was wearing, asked for her phone number, and said he would let her and her friends go if she did something for him.
A couple of very beautiful girls, you know that? Where were you tonight? The Kit Kat Club?
He then grabbed her wrist and made her touch him sexually.
Show me with your mouth. Show me with your mouth.
He also arranged to call her for a date and then let the woman go without a summons. A few hours later, the police officer began making a series of sexually suggestive calls to the woman he had grabbed. The woman ultimately recorded one of the calls and turned them over to the police. I thought you said this guy was off the hook. That doesn't sound good.
I'm saying he's had a career that doesn't really have any of these allegations. But if she taped the call, oh boy, perp switch just went off.
Yeah, but why? But I mean, he was doing his job, but maybe he kind of just found the girl kind of attractive and was working it. Or you think he's a perv?
Well, either way, it's not policy.
But he got her phone number, and then he was calling after the fact.
Yeah, but, if he got his phone number during the traffic stop, that's pretty inappropriate right there.
Well, then he's just a dummy.
Yeah. Yeah,
then he's just a dummy.
You can't do that stuff.
You got to assume people are just recording you all the time now.
Because they are.
They are.
Yeah.
You just got to assume it.
You're just always being recorded.
Yeah.
Doesn't bother me. I don't give a shit. What am I doing? Walking around like an idiot. That's pretty much it. Just stumbling through the mass of humanity. I walked from Penn Station to Caroline's yesterday.
For the Louis C.K. thing?
Yeah. And I was just walking through, especially through Times Square. I was literally out loud. Just going like, ugh, get it, move. Like, I'm just annoyed. I see this mass of humanity. Everyone's fucking fat. I am stunned by this country's obsession with being fat.
You're talking to a lot of fat people right now.
I know, but they're fatzos. What are they doing?
You're making them sad. Very sad.
I noticed the overweight thing is amazing as far as race goes. The difference.
Who's the fattest?
In certain race. I have to go with black women.
Black women fat.
This is my observation from yesterday. I don't know what the stats are. Actually, I do know what the stats are. I think there's a 33% national average of obesity in the country. And I think it's 50% for blacks, obesity. And black women have a very unique body shape. It's just they all look like Florida Evans from Good Times. It's just this fat thing, and I don't know what it is.
It's accepted.
Yeah, is that it?
God, I would be so depressed if that was my only choice.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I would be really bummed out.
And a lot of the sisters, they get pissed off at a brother that's walking around with a white chick. Although the white chicks they like are fat too. But, some of these sisters, I saw this sister in a pair of jeans yesterday where I could not believe I wasn't looking at some kind of CGI effect on her ass. Some kind of live CGI effect. Because there was no way. It looked like she had shoved fucking holiday hams into the back of those fucking pants. And I didn't find it sexy or anything. It just looked crazy. And then just big fat women, and they think they look good. They really are walking around like with this attitude that I look good. It's like, no, you're fucking fat.
Yeah, you make a good point too about Times Square. It's like just so many people, and it's all people visiting New York. So you're just visiting other people visiting New York. You're not coming close to getting a taste of New York City if you hang out in Times Square.
No.
Times Square is worth checking out if you come to New York for a couple hours, maybe. Yeah. I'm sure that's where you get your hotels close by. So when you're doing other shit, you could always come back to your hotel in Times Square to check out a little of the action. But these people don't leave Times Square.
No.
Average New Yorkers, we hate it.
We have to walk through it to get to other places and shit. But
last night, we wanted to go to this. I was hanging with Roland after the Carolines thing and the Louis C.K. thing. By the way, Louis C.K. His second season of Louis.
Oh my God,
it's going to be great.
Hilarious.
I think it starts next a week from today. I think on FX.
Yeah.
And they showed 2 of the episodes down at Caroline's last night, to do the whole season premiere thing or whatever.
Crowd laughing like fucking crazy.
You liked it, right?
Yeah, it was really well done. Louis just fucking smart.
Yeah, he's onto something.
Yeah,
he's very clever.
Yeah,
his show's very different than anything else out there, and it's working certainly. I saw the first 4 episodes because I got the disc.
Yeah, I have the disc now.
I gave it to you. Yeah.
Yep. I want to watch the other 2 like today.
And anyway, yeah, that's going to be great. It's going to be a very successful season. But afterwards,
I saw Natasha Lyonne walk in when I was walking out.
Really?
That chick she's from like American Pie, and she was all fucked up on the drugs for a while.
She cleaned up, I heard, though.
Yeah.
She looked good?
She looked good. She looked like, Natasha Lyonne. Mm-hmm. She was walking in. I was like, oh, yeah, that's her. Yeah, that's... She looked a little weird in that picture, but
she looked way better than that.
Yeah.
She got her shit together there,
She wasn't
man.
looking too shabby. She was with some dude.
But you talk about Times Square. There was a restaurant I wanted to go to, a little sushi. I wanted sushi last night.
Sushi.
And logically, we should have walked right down Broadway through Times Square to get to this place. I go to Roland. Let's fucking cut it over to 8th Avenue and get the hell out of the masses.
Yeah.
Because you're right. You can't
Sometimes
even
you
walk
gotta do that.
anymore.
You can't fucking walk.
I guess it's great for the city. They figured it out because that used to be a shithole, that Times Square.
Yeah. I had to tell my chick about, like,
the old days.
Like 40, she didn't understand 42nd Street. Like 42nd Street is just 42nd Street in Times Square.
That's all it is now.
That used to be synonymous with hookers and peep shows and fucking
drugs.
Degenerates and pimps and drugs. Like if you said like, oh man, that's like a regular 42nd Street.
Oh, yeah. You're right. It means nothing now.
It means nothing now. No one, 42nd Street is not like, and that was used nationally. People knew what 42nd Street meant.
It meant debauchery's going on.
Complete and total debauchery. You did not go down 42nd Street if you were a civilian.
We did, though.
Yeah,
it was a little scary. I mean, I remember
in the daytime. I remember never went at night.
No, you're right about that. I would come into the city as a teenager, high school kid, or whatever, and we would want to check out 42nd Street because it was so crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy.
But you're right, during the daytime.
And it was it reminded me of of Taxi Driver and that street that De Niro's walking down when he sees Harvey Keitel, just very shady and shit. But now it's, it's just another street in Times Square.
And when they first decided to clean up Times Square, there was still a little bit of both. Like they had kind of a Disney thing that was starting to take over Times Square, but the smut was still there.
Yes.
Now you fast forward to the year 2011 here, and there's not a hint of smut. They pushed that shit all the way out to the sides.
Pushed it way out. They couldn't really survive without being on the main drag there.
Right.
What was that sign there? No, the second one down there? Yeah. Men don't protect you anymore. What does that mean?
Is that a movie?
Is that there's like sleazy ass movie theaters.
Yeah.
Wow, those are some cool pictures though. I like looking at that old shit from like the Odd Couple days. It's like the days from like the opening sequence of the Odd Couple.
Hell yeah.
That's when like New York was gritty and fucking nasty.
Like you said yesterday, a little dirt.
Little dirt. That was really grungy.
Let's say hi to Marcos in Yonkers. Marcos.
Hey, what's going on, boys?
Hey, man.
Hello.
Hey, I just want to say to all the Boston fans out there, fuck you, go Yankees!
Oh, there you go.
See, Yonkers.
Yankees.
Yonkers doesn't make the nation there.
No.
We're calling it now the Boston nation, not just Red Sox nation.
Yonkers.
Let me say hi to Steve, black guy, San Francisco. Steve, how are you, sir?
Good morning, gentlemen. Anthony at the compound known as Technical Steve. We used to talk about computers together earlier.
Yes.
But yes, indeedy. So my thing is that you may not know this, but I'm part black. And I'm all about the fit girls. I don't like the fat chicks because fucking the fit girls are more fun, man. I can do more things with them out here in the West Coast. We're about the beach. We're about hiking, biking, running, even dancing. Though I don't like dancing, so that makes me a weird black guy.
You're also about the ass sex.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Let's not just blow that part off.
I also
San Francisco has a lot of ass sex going on.
I have to say, this gentleman has the best sounding phone line I've ever heard.
It really is
It's like an
amazing.
ISDN.
Right.
Well, here's the thing. I'm using Google. That's the thing.
Really? Google's got their shit figured out.
That sounds fantastic.
This is through Google. You just get
Go
ahead.
Yeah, I'm on Whackbag too, and people have actually asked me, why do you sound so good? I'm like, because I'm on Google, fucking ISDN, or VoIP is what it is, Voice over Internet.
Voice over Internet protocol.
Very nice, sir. Very nice.
That sounds good. Well, congrats, man.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, and you like the tight bitches.
Yes.
None of that loosey-goosey shit.
No.
Yeah,
no big bitches for you.
No. Well, here's the thing. They tend to outweigh me because I'm not the biggest man on the planet stature-wise. I'm like 5'8", but I sling an okay midsection there, and so they like that.
Well, tell us more.
Yeah. Oh, no. Well, if Jimmy was there. If Jimmy was there, he'd be like, oh,
tell us more.
Yeah. No.
All right, brother.
That's all I got to say. Really, is that it's like I'm all about the tight girls, and I'm not the only one. Because look, Obama, he's not the only new African American, and you got a lot of them listening to you. They're the old style blacks, African Americans.
Yeah.
You know, even Patrice, and I love Patrice. You know, like all about the look at that big old ass on it. No.
No, you're not feeling it.
Hey, how black are you, Steve?
I am about 60%.
60%, so you're like a little blacker than like cafe latte, right?
What would you give him?
What kind of chocolate are you? You're not dark chocolate.
Give us a celebrity. Skin tone
more
match.
you're more like milk chocolate.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Drunk girls call me Tiger.
Okay, Tiger kind of a thing going
Tiger
on.
Woods?
There you go.
Yeah, I get that a lot from the drunk girls. And so,
yeah.
And here's the other thing that I want to ask is why the fuck all these drunk girls, they will say things that the sober girls will not because their defenses are down.
They're drunk.
It's like, oh, exactly. I love it. But it's kind of demoralizing.
Well, like, I got to take you home to meet my father. And then they realize, oh, I was just drunk when I said that.
Right. Eventually. Exactly. Exactly. They're like, shit. Now how do I get out of this shit?
Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, you sound like that guy. Whatever happened to that guy?
I love that guy.
Oh, yeah.
I love that
Ted.
dude.
We
Ted
told
Williams.
you exactly what was going to happen with that guy.
Yeah. I don't know. He's going to come back around after he gets out of rehab and then fuck up again.
Well, of course he will.
All right, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir,
All right,
with
guys.
the great Google
Steve,
phone.
San Francisco.
Thank
Fucking
you.
great advertisement for Google today.
Jesus, right?
Yeah.
If they got that shit figured
That
out.
sounds clear as like a bell, I'd say. Clear as a bell.
Fucking bell. Yeah, later.
All
Bye.
right, Steve, San Francisco. Thank you, sir. David in New York, talking about gritty Times Square and gritty New York in general.
David.
Yeah, hey guys.
Hey, man.
Show, man. Listen, if you're looking for a shitty New York, you got to check out the original Kojak, the first and second season. It is like old school 70s New York.
Wow, yeah.
Oh, the streets are always wet and it's always dark and there's always somebody jumping out of a dumpster somewhere. It's great.
And there's always a siren in the distance.
Yeah, siren.
Always.
The big bubble siren on top of the cars.
Yeah.
I like the old cop cars they had back then, and the buses.
The little cherry on top.
There were the buses didn't have any emissions. Like they didn't give a shit. It was just a and black smoke pouring out. It was fantastic.
Love you guys. Check it out.
All right,
Thank
brother.
you, sir.
Charles Bronson movie, same thing. Very gritty New York.
Yeah, but Bronson's the Bronson movies, Death Wish movies, it was too phony. Like, fucking Jeff Goldblum was a bad guy. And he had a Jughead hat on and just looked silly. There's Telly Savalas. Yeah, who loves you, baby? And they're showing, like, the gritty New York, interspersed with pictures of Telly Savalas as Kojak, a Quinn Martin production. There it is. Remember this music?
Oh, yeah.
Da-da. Well, you had to sit in front of the TV and actually watch the whole show, commercials and everything. When it came on, everyone gathered around. I remember sitting down with my brother and sister and mom, and we'd sit and watch like fucking Kojak and Cannon and Mannix and shit like that. And it was like, that's just what you had to do. There was nothing else to do.
French Connection is the best New York movie?
That is a good one.
For gritty shit?
Yeah.
We're looking for gritty shit.
I'm not saying the best. I don't know what the best is. French Connection's good. There's some filth in that.
I think Taxi Driver really kind of
Taxi Driver
shows
really
you the gritty, dirty New York.
Oh, yeah.
And they show you Times Square. So
yeah.
If you've ever visited New York and seen Times Square in the last couple of years, yeah, you gotta watch Taxi Driver or something and compare what you saw to what it used to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty accurate. Let's say hi to Iggy. Very, very, very pissed off black guy from Houston.
Oh, what happened?
Iggy, what's wrong, brother?
Man, I'm so fucking sick of these black dudes calling in, talking about their hair white and hair black. I'm sick of this shit. I hear this shit all the time.
Yeah, really?
I agree with you a lot, too, on what you talk about, but what kills me is the black guy. Oh, I'm not this, I'm not that. So fuck out of here.
See, you're an honest guy, right?
I'm pretty much honest. I think so.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I've ever asked for in my black people. It's honesty.
you right. You right in a lot of shit you say. And a lot of shit you say you fucking crazy too.
See, we have a lot in common then.
And I like a big ass.
Shit.
You like a big ass.
Why do you like a big ass? Doesn't that?
I like it.
It starts smelling after a while.
Oh, Jesus.
If they don't have youth on their side, that shit starts smelling. What the fuck?
Stankin'. Get some stankin' ass out.
Yeah, give me a big ass so I can slap. So I can hit it from the back.
I hear you, brah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why we're on this, but the original Pelham 123 is good for Gritty New York. Thank you, Tony in Brooklyn. That shows the subway system, which basically is the same subway system.
Yeah.
They barely have
thing.
They have barely fixed the subway system.
They changed the cars around a little bit.
A little bit.
Remember where they had the actual straps that hung down from the fucking ceiling of the subway cars? And they were called strap hangers. Now there's no straps.
Now it's just metal bars.
Just metal poles.
Extremely greasy.
They're all greasy from nasty people fucking holding on to them.
Just whatever food they were eating before they got on, or the sweat of a New York day.
Yeah, look at that shit.
When I have to hold on to one of those bars, oh, fuck.
It's really
and sometimes you don't have a choice. You really have to, man.
Yeah, when things really stopping short of some shit. That's a pain in the ass.
Let me say hi to Cassius in Brooklyn. Cassius.
Hello, boys.
What's up, buddy?
Sir.
Yeah, if we're talking about Times Square and movies, you got to look up the scenes in Taxi Driver.
Yeah, we're kind of looking.
We're looking right now, I guess.
Looking at Taxi Driver right now. Yeah, Scorsese really caught the whole thing.
Yeah. The old guy playing the snare drum out on the corner.
Yeah,
out on the streets, and then he takes Sybil Shepherd to the porn movie, and
a lot of steam, a lot of steam coming out of manhole covers, and
hey, they just showed you the guy you still shoot at to this day at the shooting range.
Oh, the meh, yeah, he's using a target. Yeah, Muggsy, meh.
All right, sir, we're going to an old cop. Pete in Staten Island, you're retired at this point, huh?
Yeah, good morning, guys.
Morning. Hey. Used to be a cop in Times Square, this guy.
Yeah.
What years?
1989, and I transferred out in 2002. So I saw from the
tail end.
Not real. He saw the shit in 89. Because Giuliani didn't start cleaning that shit up until the mid-90s.
Yeah, that was the Dinkins debauchery.
So he saw the shit.
Yeah.
Fuck Giuliani. It was the cops. He took all the credit. Give the credit to the NYPD, man. We did the shit, and we got no raise from that stupid piece of shit. So, bottom line is, we got the shaft. But listen, it was a good time back then.
Wait, let me ask you something, sir. Okay, let me set this up nice for you. A lot of people are listening to us now that have seen Times Square in the last year or two, or are going to see it in the very near future, and it's a very nice area. As a New Yorker, though, I have no desire to hang out there, but it is a really, really nice place to check out in New York City, certainly.
If you're a tourist, sure.
Explain to these people what it used to be like in 1989, 1990, the first year or two you were down there.
Okay, let me explain 1990. I would be standing on the corner, 42nd Street, 7th Avenue. I would see a group of tourists walk by. Then there would be a gang of about 30 young urban youths who like to tour around there as well. And they'd look at me, look at the tourists, beat the bags off the tourists, steal everything they can because it was kind of like survival of the fittest. Knew I could only catch one or two of them.
Yeah.
28 got away running in everything.
Mob mentality.
Hey, I think I would take that odds.
Yeah, good odds.
Be part of a group of 30 and knowing only two of you are going to get caught?
Yeah.
I would take those
odds are good. 15 to 1.
Right.
Young Mike Tyson used to run up and down 42nd Street, beating up old ladies and stealing their pocketbooks over there, too.
There was a big pocketbook stealing epidemic in the city back then. That was like a big thing to do, grab and run.
Cameras, gold chains, and it didn't matter how many cops were out there. And let me tell you, man, we worked hard. But again, when you got 50 cops on the street, but you got 400 or 500, of these young fellas getting out and getting paid. Let's just say people were getting brutalized, and then they looked at us like, hey guys, what are you doing for us?
And you also remember the pimps and the drug dealers and the prostitutes. They would just walk around openly, man.
Most of the prostitutes were actually the chicks with the dicks.
Oh, really?
Great.
Yeah, most of these, drunken businessmen, really couldn't tell the difference by then. But let me tell you,
I think you could always tell the difference. By the way, I don't think you could be drunk enough to not know the difference.
Come on.
You got these drunken flids, which is fucking Long Island dick.
A flid.
They had no clue when they had enough. Perfect. They had enough booze in them, and anything looked good to them. They had no clue. There's a lot of celebrities that used to ride over there too.
Yeah.
There was a very famous transvestite bar called Sally's Hideaway on 43rd Street off of 8th. And let's say a big-time comedian back then who was in movies kind of like frequented that place. Eddie Murphy.
Well, we don't know. We can't just say that, sir.
He probably knows.
You probably know, but we don't know, so we got to say we don't know.
Yeah.
That's what this guy's saying.
Yeah, looked a lot like him.
All right, we're just kind of protecting our shit, that's all.
I hear you. But listen, guys, you want to old school? Midnight Cowboy. You will see...
Yeah, Midnight Cowboy is pretty nasty.
Yeah, that's the 42nd Street that I came to really love where I first started working. That was...
you could tune people up, no cameras. Fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, I'll tell you, and I know you got to get off, but...
Yes, we do.
The guy on the corner of 43rd Street, 8th Avenue, he videotaped us for 4 years, and we had no idea.
Yeah, see, and I know you were in there and there was shit going on, but I'm actually talking about the 70s.
Were even worse.
Where it was like real, like the mob was fully fucking entrenched and involved. They were gunning each other down like daily. There was mob wars going on. So you'd hear about, Jimmy the horse getting shot. Jimmy the horse got shot.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I ran around there as a kid. I went up there when I was 14.
I don't hang up on him.
That's you go like this. Hey, sir. Thank you for the input on that whole thing. You've really clarified a lot of things for us.
You really added to the
Thank
conversation,
you, sir.
Pete.
Hey, guys, listen. Big props
see,
to
I don't know how
I was
to do
trying
this.
to.
Yeah. What, Pete?
Goodbye.
Okay.
Goodbye. You know what added to it that isn't there anymore, and things that are there that take away from the whole thing, is the payphones, because those are all gone. Those were sleazy, stinky urinals, and the fire and police pull boxes that were all over the place. The open garbage pails.
Oh, fuck.
Like they were just like mesh garbage cans and shit was flying around. Like the sidewalks were filthy.
They figured out that garbage can thing.
And like cell phones and
cell phones.
And no, I mean now.
Oh, okay.
Like your cell phone, your fucking, smartphones, you're plugging in, you're listening with your earbuds, boom, you're out there, dude. No, like that takes away from what was going on then. People had to look at other people and kind of interact almost.
Man, you left your house and you were in the wild, wild fucking West.
With nothing but, a payphone, maybe.
Maybe.
To help you out, or a pull box.
Right.
If you got into any trouble. But, it was just
I don't even understand.
Whole different fucking vibe.
We lived through this, and I don't remember how we were able to to gather with each other. I don't understand how we did it.
How'd you get together? How'd you get a meeting together with your friends?
I don't know.
And actually get on a hardline phone and
it's always with texting. Where are you? Okay, I'll be there in 5. You know the deal, obviously. But there was a time you left your house and you just somehow figured out how to meet up with all your friends.
I think when you were hanging out with them, you actually planned the next time you were going to hang out. It's like, hey, I'll see you, hey, Monday, let's meet at the fucking whatever.
Right. But you had to remember that shit.
Yeah. Or you'd be home on the regular phone with the big curly Q wire and you'd call.
How lost do you feel when you don't have your cell phone for the day?
Yeah. And you don't have to talk to people that you didn't intend to talk to when you have cell phone, because everybody has their own phone. You used to call your friends up and you'd have to deal with their mom or their dad.
Right.
It's like, oh, hi, Mr. fucking douchebag. Is Bob home? Oh, yeah.
Hold on a minute.
Anthony. So how you been? How's the family? It's like, I didn't call for this. And now you just directly call whoever the fuck you want. No middleman.
My mom's been calling, over and over again. And I finally answered the phone. Finally. And she was very confused. She was like, I've been trying to get a hold of you. And your voicemail's not set up. I have a new phone, and my voicemail's not set up. Because you don't need it anymore, because you see who called.
You see who called.
And the whole, hi, leave a message. So for me, it's like, why set up the voicemail? I know if you're calling. And if I feel like it, I'll call you back.
I'll call you back.
So I tried to explain to my mom that I don't use my phone for phone calls. And she couldn't understand the concept.
Yeah, it's a text machine.
And she's still with it, but she's in her 70s, and she doesn't she's like, what are you talking? I'm like, I don't use my phone for phone calls.
Yeah.
And you don't have a phone where you text, so that's where the problem is.
Yeah.
I don't pick up my phone when it rings. I just don't do it anymore.
I just have my jitterbug with the big 911 button in the middle for emergencies.
But she couldn't wrap her head around that. She's like, it's a phone. Of course you pick it up when it rings. I'm like, no.
Nope.
You look and go, oh, this person's trying to get a hold of me.
Nope.
And sometimes I go, all right, I guess I got to talk to that person. Or I'll wait for, them to stop calling me, and then I'll text them, hey, what's up?
Or you get the phone call, you don't accept it, and then they text you with the information that they need.
Exactly.
And then it's like, all right, why the fuck didn't you just do that? Look, I'm not a talky on the phone guy. Mm-hmm. I'm a ready, texty guy.
Yeah, I like reading more than talking.
Yeah.
So, reading and typing.
Exactly.
We should take a break because
tackling.
We got Larry the Cable Guy coming in today.
Where are we going? I mean, what?
What's his catchphrase again? Get her done?
Let's get her done.
Get her done.
How,
we like Larry the Cable Guy. He's got a new movie. He's in that Cars movie. Cars 2, I think.
Cars 2. And
the whole movie revolves around his character, which I think he plays, a pickup truck or something?
Is he the dump truck or the pickup truck?
I forget now.
I have no idea.
But he's in town promoting that.
He can tell us.
He wanted to come by and say hi.
You think he heard about the where we going?
God, I hope not, because we really beat the shit out of him.
Oh, boy, did we ever. I do not want any fucking clips played.
Why?
Because I know, personally, I probably said some pretty heinous things. Like, oh, get her to shut up. I was being really
Why are you saying shut up?
I don't know.
He's very successful with that.
I know. And you know something?
And we're still doing the same old shit
Oh, of course we are.
We've been doing for 17 years.
I also like his Larry the Cable Guy a show that he's got there where he goes around America and does shit.
Blue collar thing? Or is that over with?
No, not the blue collar thing. Where he
stand up.
No. He goes out and finds a little bit of Americana and shit like that.
Right.
And he participates.
I haven't seen
I saw
that
him
yet.
once doing some crawfishing with some guy. And I thought it was going to be like this real kind of, cutesy bullshit, get her done and shit. Mm-hmm. But it's he's edgy on it and makes some pretty funny fucking jokes.
Shit, I'll have to check it out.
Guys. Yeah.
Only in America?
Only in America.
And he also, thank you, Carolina Man, he plays the tow truck in Cars too. Like, that matters.
It is the tow truck. Yeah, okay.
I liked the first Cars movie, did you? I like animated
I watched
features.
it. I really don't.
You don't remember?
It's not that memorable. Not like the Toy Stories or little Simba.
Oh, that's right. He's that guy.
He's that guy
with the teeth in the front of the tow truck.
Yeah, the
That's
rusted old tow truck.
Yes. So Larry's coming in a few minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Rich Voss is stopping by to help us out a little bit because Jimmy's in the middle of flying back from Chicago. I heard.
Like the tow truck, he's a comic with the teeth.
Yes.
In the front.
Oh, Rich, yes.
Yes.
I heard Antisocial in Chicago was a huge hit. I was reading Coke Logic's tweets this morning. He said it was just an amazing show. He said his friend almost died. He was laughing so hard. I don't know. I don't know what he meant by that. If it was, if he really almost died, or it was one of those things.
There have been times I've been at Caroline's watching
Brian
a comic like Regan or and I've been laughing so hard that I had to stop listening. Like I had to put my fingers in my ears and put my head down because I thought I couldn't breathe anymore.
It puts you in an uncomfortable situation where you're like, wait, this is a weird feeling I'm having.
I'm laughing too much. I'm hyperventilating. Yeah. That's
Seth in Illinois went as well. He's a regular. He loved it. Everyone loved the Anti-Social show in Chicago. Great. And I can't wait to talk to Jimmy tomorrow because he tweeted a picture from Oprah's stage.
I saw that.
Elo gave him the big tour.
Gave him the tour, huh?
Of Harpo Studios.
Like the big boss, he just walked around.
Yeah. Showing his dick, basically. Elo was showing his dick.
That's his dick.
This is what I do
That's
now.
his version of showing his dick.
And then our old pal, Sully from Godsmack stopping by.
Yeah.
What is he promoting?
I think he's got a solo project going on.
I like his solo shit, man.
Yeah.
I like his stuff a lot.
Well,
I like everything he does, and we go way back with Sully.
The first album was a solo album, if you think about it.
He put all that together and then got the band, right?
Yeah, he did all that shit himself and then got a band to play it all. So
I love his voice.
He's a talented man.
Still doing it, too, man. Yeah. We left Boston, like I said, 13 years ago, and he was starting up right around that time.
Yeah.
Maybe a year before that. So he's been at it 14 solid years now, something like that.
Just looking at the Pandora thing. Guess their shares went up and then whoop, came back down.
And they went back down?
Yep. People made some bucks, but Jesus.
Also, on the way, Wiener press conference. Gloria Allred's involved. Thank God.
Yeah, she's got to get involved. When any whore starts yapping about some involvement with somebody of notoriety, she has to get her fucking ass involved.
Ginger Lee. She's representing Ginger Lee.
Yeah.
I think Ginger Lee can handle this shit.
Yeah.
Why does Gloria Allred have to get involved? I guess we'll find out.
What hack fucking stripper names? Whenever you're Ginger and then the L, like Lee, you're trying to like capitalize on the original Ginger Lynn.
Right.
Who was very big in the porno.
Right.
Industry.
I think
and
it
then
tricks
it's like
people.
always Ginger this, Ginger Lee, Ginger Lane, Ginger. Yeah, it's just stop.
I think it tricks you into thinking she's a top notch porn chick if you have the first name Ginger.
Yeah,
I think it's very calculated. And why was Gloria Allred not wearing the red? When does she wear the red pantsuit?
Period.
No, well,
maybe period.
Only when it gets serious.
Yeah.
Yesterday was just the introductory thing with the press conference, but then she gets all in with her stupid red pantsuit crap.
It was a how do you do?
And also Obama tells the Today Show about Wiener and how he should resign. So you got Obama talking about
Obama.
That's never good.
No.
And then we got Sam Jackson reading this kid's book. Yeah, a lot of people tell me I should get this book. It's called Go the Fuck to Sleep. It's a bestseller. It really is a kid's book, and it's Go the Fuck to Sleep. So Sam Jackson is reading a little bit out of the book.
Very appropriate.
So we'll try to get that on today. And then remember the guy with the catch for the Giants? David Tyree. He wrote a whole book about one lousy football play.
Hey,
I mean, it was an amazing catch.
More than
and it was
a catch.
I get it, but he was trying to tell people it was more than a catch. Was that the name of the book?
Yeah. I think it was more than a catch.
And he wrote a whole book about it. Well,
he caught it between his helmet and his hand.
And the team didn't care enough about him to keep him on the team, which I think is hilarious. Because if it wasn't for him, they wouldn't have won the Super Bowl. And then they said, beat it, stupid. It was one stupid catch in our eyes. Well, he's coming out against, I should say quickly, he's coming out against gay marriage.
Oh, what a guy.
He's one of those guys.
The fuck's the problem?
I'm married. Who gives a fuck?
Shit.
I don't give a fuck if you marry a fucking yam.
Yeah, let them be miserable too.
Marriage is really, is really not that sacred.
No.
When 60 to 70% of them are failing, it's really not that sacred.
Yeah, if you had to stay married, there was no ever getting out of it, then it would be like something that's like, wow, this is some serious shit. But the second things go bad, you're just like, bag.
Well, the divorce rate is 60 or 70%, right? At least 60.
Yeah.
And then there's a bunch of miserable fucks out there that have no choice and have to stay married.
Yep.
So that number probably should be a lot higher. But you hear it a lot of times. I hear it in my own life. I know guys that are like, look, I would get divorced. I can't afford it.
Yep.
It comes down to I can't afford to get divorced.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's a sacred thing at all. I like being married. I'm not going to front. But, when these guys come out with the whole I'm against gay marriage,
marriage, here's what marriage amounts to. People want to think it's a sacred bond and love between man and women looked down upon or looked, upon by God to blah, 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 blah. It's what it amounts to. It's one of the most horrible business contracts you'll ever enter into.
It's so true.
You would never, if a business guy came up to you and said, I want to get into a partnership with you, and here's the contract, and if anything happens, here's how it's going to end. You're going to give me half your shit, regardless of if it's before or after we started this business proposition. I could just leave anytime I want.
Right.
Also, the house that you live in, so you're going to have to leave, and I'm going to stay there, and you're just going to have to work and pay me, and then get your own little shit apartment. You going to sign? You'd be like, no. But because you're getting pussy, as Jim says, you sign that contract.
Well, a lot of guys don't have a choice.
Yeah?
They don't have a choice.
Why? What do you mean?
Because they want the pussy. They want to be...
Oh, the pussy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but there's free pussy out there.
You should... If you're getting married, you should have a lot of, choices and options. Like, you should have, a menu.
Guys,
I want this part of it. I want this. I want that. No, I'm not going to give up 50% or more if we get divorced. But society has decided we're not going to change this shit anytime soon.
What has decided?
Society. It's crazy that this is still accepted.
Yeah,
it's crazy that the guy gets so fucked in divorces. And now a couple women will call and say they got fucked.
Really? Wow.
You're the extreme minority.
Yeah.
The fact is, guys get completely fucked over in divorce. Completely fucked over.
You know what I consider guys that get married are the guys that pull their credit card out for internet porn. It's not necessary. There's plenty of free porn out there. You don't have to pay for it.
That's unbelievable what happens, but
yeah.
So the gay marriage thing, whatever. Join the party. I don't care.
Come on, get married. Who cares? And I'm like a Republican.
Marry a llama. I don't give a fuck.
I'm Republican, and people think oh God, Anthony must be a conservative right-wing Republican. No, I'm fiscally Republican, but ideologically I'm a Nazi. So I was supposed to get a little laugh.
Sorry.
No, I don't believe it's too true, is what it is. It didn't have a joke to it. It's completely true.
Should we keep going? I got distracted, and I apologize because I should have laughed at that. It's a great line, but I'm seeing Larry.
No.
Larry's here, and he has a heart out at 7:35, so I'm thinking maybe we should just keep going here.
Oh shit.
Take a quick break.
Or a quick break?
That fucking sandwich. If I could glom half this down my gullet.
We're going to do a quick break and get Larry the Cable Guy here, and then Ant's going to explain what type of Republican he is.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to forget, but it got a little weird right there because we got a timing issue with Larry the Cable Guy.
It's all right. It was one line. Fuck it.
All right. Sorry about that. They left out there, though.
I got to eat.
All right, sit.
Gregorio! Antonio!
Amy!
Gregorio! Antonio!
Amy!